Welcome to Athens, Georgia, Sanford Stadium, home to the Georgia Bulldogs, where more than 90,000 have already started to bark loudly. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. Fair catch, called for and made. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. They'll try the run. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Guys, only Minnesota and Wisconsin have played more often than Auburn and Georgia. This rivalry is rich in tradition.
And you're right, Reese. This goes back to 1892. A long time. This game has been heated. You know a bunch of the names, a bunch of the storylines. And speaking of storylines, how about the mascot for Georgia? Literally trying to bite an Auburn wide receiver. That's how real this rivalry is.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, and I'll give him toughness points. He stood in there, stared down the barrel, got whacked, but I won't give him smarts points because he threw into double coverage. You got to make a better decision than that. So try not to get walloped, and definitely don't throw up into double coverage.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Out routes are very much about timing. It's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out. Throw it right now so he can go make you a play. Great pitch, great catch.
Scrambling away. Unleashes one. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Auburn sends out the punting unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the ball comes to rest right there. first down for the offense. The give to the back. Hits that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16. The Dogs just shoot them up and spit them out the last time these two met as they destroyed Auburn.
And that's why I think Auburn needs something to happen early in this ballgame. They need some confidence. They need some feel-good because Georgia's dominated this series. They know. They talk about it. Auburn needs something good to happen early.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Just want something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
The Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. They believe they can run right here. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Just feeds the running back. Tackled after picking up the first down. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
Yeah, and you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
At midfield, he's got room. Flying out to the left. Past the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Georgia! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Knocked down quickly after the pick, but that offense says thank you very much, and they'll have it at the 43.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting the push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On second down, he's looking downfield. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The holder will put it down at midfield, a 60-yard attempt from the left side, no less. 3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it in the middle, it's Tuggle. And the ball's on the ground. And the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Tiger. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. Lining up to add another. And it's perfect. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
He's going up top. And it's picked off. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. If there's ever been a position group that sort of identifies with the team's mascot, it would be the Bulldog mentality of this Georgia front.
Those hunkering down dogs up front, they got to hunker down and stop the run and be physical. And then guess what? It gets into passing situations. Now I'm quick. Now I'm on the edge. Now I'm making that quarterback's life a living you-know-what.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
On 3rd down, going up top. He lets it fly. He's got it on the right. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking to move it through the air. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Motion from the offense. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. And that's a mistake you don't expect to see from a senior, and he is lucky to get it back. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw it again. Got a man, it's Simmons. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. Try to get it on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Powers through the defender. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Fires to the big fella. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
They'll throw it on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Fires to the big fella. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Dogs pick up the first down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little bit conservative, a little bit too much reliant on great defense, run the football. The reason that they broke through, the reason they started winning championships in the recent era, they became more aggressive, more dynamic throwing the football down the field.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Caught in the backfield. It's Frazier. At the 35, he's got room. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. In the red area, it's Robinson. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Now on the option. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs! They'll try to add another to their lead.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Kick it away after scoring a touchdown. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Looking for a crease. It's Cobb. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. And you can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day, but right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force-feed this guy the football and let him go to work.
And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking to go up top on first down. Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
After misfiring, it's second down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3. Trying to pick up a first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Tough sledding in there, picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down.
Yeah, and I think on that 3rd down and short call, I honestly think that they thought it was going to be a 4th down situation. Now it's 4th and 2. I think this offense was ready for this opportunity, and I think they're going to go for it right here.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
I know there's a lot of play callers that would try to throw the football there on 4th and 2, but they decided to run it, and that was a great call. First down.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
There's a good example of how pressure on the quarterback can affect his accuracy. There was no way that ball was being completed.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Pick up of 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Fourth down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the run. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Makes the catch, it's Wilson. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Got his man quickly.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to get the first through the air. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. On the return, it's Kane. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The kickoff team out there getting set. Set to kick this one. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Makes the grab. It's Frazier. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. when I can throw it to him, I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football up. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Coming out with it, it's Evans. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The last time they had it, they weren't secure with the football and put it on the ground, David.
Yeah, and I think sometimes that would cause for you to be a little bit conservative, but keep doing you. Put that behind. It's one mistake, Jesse, move on.
I've always been a fan of getting that guy who fumbled it, the ball back early. You got to let that guy turn the page. They need him to make plays if they're going to win this game.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's 1st down. They're getting this guy lathered up. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Using his legs, it's Robinson. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Georgia going up tempo. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Georgia going back to work with another 1st down. They'll leave it with him. Fights off a defender. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and...
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive.
Can anyone catch him? Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating an explosive play.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Quarterback floating away from pressure. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just... short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
And the offense sticking to its 4th down beliefs. Just 1 for 4 so far today, but they'll try it again. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. It might be a gamble to go for it on 4th down. With that distance, it's a real gamble to keep it on the ground.
Yeah, I don't think the defense was ready for it. I know I certainly wasn't. I don't know about you guys. I thought that was going to be a throw, but it caught him off guard running the football, and they're able to keep this drive alive.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? On the ground with the counter. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. It must be great to be a Georgia linebacker. Coming downhill with speed, defensive front eats up blockers, and you make the play.
It is nice, and it's nice because usually they got 3 guys in front of you. They're eating 5. And those linebackers get to come downhill, make plays in the backfield like...
Touchdown, Auburn! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
Auburn, number 3, with the carry.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Western Kentucky is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage, but despite all that, we still have a very close game. They're up by 10 over New Mexico State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. The return never goes. Boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
Back-to-back possessions, 2 forced turnovers, 2 interceptions. Defenses are salivating. That gets you excited. I'm the next guy trying to make a big play. I'm bragging about it if I've already got 1 pick. But if I'm the other guys, I'm like, wait a minute. I got to get me 1 too.
Offense set on first down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's reeled in. It's Simmons. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. The sure hands, it's Simmons. At the 35, he's loose. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal. And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. He's back to throw on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Going for 6. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Georgia, 14.
First down to start the drive after the break. Looking for space. It's Frazier. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
Brings up 2nd down.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Might as well stick with it. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. to the ground to try to move the chains. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop it. You better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
Well, they get another big run for a first down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They're getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
Give to the running back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
It's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here comes the option. Shakes off the defender. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the 4th quarter.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll go to the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Third down and 1, and this is why they call it a gut check. Hard running there. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, it's 4th and short, and you're sort of in no man's land at this point near midfield. I think if you're on offense here, you're going to have to go for it. You're going to have to show confidence in your guys to get it done and go get you the win.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down.
I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down, too, because at this distance, it's definitely not a gimme field goal, right? So your best chances of scoring points and paying this drive off are to go for it on that 4th down, and, of course, they go out and get it.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Takes the handoff. It's Frazier. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, Bim making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Dropping back, it's Rashada. It's complete to the left. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. The offense has plenty of time, and this defense trying to dig in and get one more stop and hang on to this lead. Quarterback checking the play. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Ooh, and that's an...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Coming after it. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4. It's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Blasted as he lets it go. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
What a fantastic job by the defense that time, forcing the incompletion. They've got the lead late, setting up 4th down. Can they come up with one more stop? If they get it, they might win this game.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Holds it in. He stopped short, and they'll turn it over. What a huge stand by this defense.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Looking for space. It's Cobb. On the move is the 30. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got his man downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry.